Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Crowd right.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. First and goal, Los Angeles.
Let's go.
Herbert throwing again. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
And now an audible here into something else.
At the Ravens' 1-yard line.
Hampton is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Ready.
And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
They snap it to Herbert.
Is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
12 yards.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Return it.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Jackson going to keep it.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He's got a man complete. And they'll get just right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14. Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, it's Hampton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready.
Hampton going to try to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Omari and Hampton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chargers 7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Herbert back to the air. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
9 yards. That's another Charger.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Let's go.
Herbert now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And this is going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A run once more with Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Herbert to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Jackson. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. This one finds McConkey. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Chargers first down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Herbert. Finds Johnston. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Chargers.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
To kick off.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert going to throw. Finding Allen. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert. Whipping run into Allen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
First down, Chargers.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Across midfield. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So it's a win here for the LA Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. and he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.